got the mitts, forearm guards, elbow pads, groin guard, knee pads, shins, and shin instep. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the elasticated padded kit we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking all about what it is, what it's used for, who would use it, and at the end, I'm going to put together a short montage of people training in martial arts. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 34 years and I've been the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 17 years. If you like this video, click the little icon down below, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos on all of the products we have here for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the elasticated pads we have for sale at Enso. So over the last few years I've been making videos on all of the products here at Enso Martial Arts, and you know, I started off with the really popular ones, the really kind of sexy products, and slowly I've got through more and more of the products, and you kind of get to the end and you think, oh, I'm gonna have to make a video on that product, but you know what I'm gonna say about it, it's not very exciting. It's not something people run into the shop and go, oh, I've got to have some elasticated pads, I really want one of those products. But you know, here we are, they've been around for a long time in the martial arts world, so I thought it was definitely worth making a video about them so you know exactly what you're going to buy if you're getting them online. You don't have to come in and see it, I can show you it and you can see exactly what you're going to be buying from us. Now, like I said, this elasticated padded kind of sparring kit has been around a long time. It's been pretty much exactly the same ever since I've been doing the shop, which has been, you know, almost 20 years being here at the shop. I'm pretty sure it's been around since the 70s and it hasn't changed at all, so 50 years it's been like this. Now, you know, that was way before the days of MMA, way before the days even of a lot of the martial arts that we now have that we sort of accept as being very normal and common existed. Really, in those times, there was very few martial arts available to most people. It was kind of like the karates, of maybe a bit of taekwondo, judo, stuff like that. So this kind of sparring kit was really early on the scene, so it's very much associated with the traditional guys, you know, as far as I'm concerned. We don't get many people coming in buying this stuff just for general sparring, because most styles nowadays have their own kind of kit. This is very much for the kind of old school martial arts sparring, and there are a few exceptions that, you know, outside of that. But most people buying this kit is because that's the kit they've used in the club for years and years and years and years, and they only want a little bit of padding. They want to kind of keep it as realistic as possible, but they just want a little padding just to stop those cuts and bruises, just take the edge off just a little bit. So there's quite a lot of elasticated kit here at Enso Martial Arts, and I will talk about them all individually, but I'll just show you exactly what we've got here. We've got the mitts, forearm guards, elbow pads, groin guard, knee pads, shins, and shin instep. Now, all of these pads are basically like a bit of stretchy elastic material, which is shaped like a sock, I guess. A sock with no end on it, and then it's got a pad sort of sewn into the inside of it that eventually it will kind of squish down over time. It feels quite stiff and hard, obviously you can see it's completely flat, but over time it will bend to your body so it will sort of fit a bit better. Usually with these, they tend to fit the absolute best the day before they completely die. It's kind of just the way it is, you know, they'll fit you absolutely perfect, be the perfect type of squidginess, and then they'll just completely collapse, or they'll be so smelly that you've just got to get a new pair. Now, it is worth noting that this isn't the best kit we sell at Enso Martial Arts. This is the kind of bottom end of the kit that we have here, and it is nice to be able to supply a whole range of stuff, going from the really cheap end, like the elasticated, all the way up to sort of the top quality brands. It is nice supplying this kind of cheaper end kit, because, you know, not everyone has a lot of money to be able to spend on their martial arts training. So I will kind of give you the pros and cons of this. The pros, definitely it's cheap, you know, it's really easy to use. It doesn't matter if you lose it or if you have to chuck it. It's sort of fairly disposable. It won't last long if you're hitting pads, and obviously if you're sparring it a lot, it will wear out. It is just kind of elasticated sort of polyester cotton, like polycotton, so it will degrade quite quickly. Also, because it is a material with a foam on, if you're sweating a lot into it, it is going to get pretty manky. Now you can wash them in the washing machine, but again, it shortens the life of them. So, you know, no, it isn't the best kit, but it's priced exactly at that price point where you'd expect it to not be the best. Right at the bottom, but a really cheap option, and you know, definitely good for those people that are on a budget but still want to train in martial arts. Now, say for a style like karate, they wouldn't bother with any of the arm pads. It's literally just the hand mitts, and some people with the shin and insteps that I'll show you in a bit. And it simply is just a little bit of padding on the back of your hand, so you've still got open palm, you can still grab and all the rest of it, and it's just a little padding on the back. Now, in terms of full contact protection, this certainly isn't going to be something that holds up. It's, like I said, it's just a little bit, definitely semi-contact, if not light contact. Just take the edge off just from those little strikes. You know, a lot of styles like karate, although a lot of them do use different kit now, will have used the mitts and the shin and insteps. You know, that definitely suits their styles, but there are other styles that kind of mix and match in different bits of kit. So these are the forearm guards that we do. Now again, these kind of don't necessarily fit into any specific martial art, but a lot of the self-defense martial arts, especially when you're blocking a lot, you know, the karate guys have it, but the karate guys like to think that they can build up their conditioning a little bit. The self-defense styles tend to have people that haven't done martial arts before. They've come in and they're doing like a short course just to help with a bit of street self-defense. Krav Maga has really pushed this in recent years and made this kind of style of teaching very, very popular. And what people find is they just aren't used to just getting whacked at all. So the bruising is horrendous, and they're doing this short course and they want to see it through. So something like these forearm guards are absolutely brilliant for those guys. You can just stick it on your arm, you can still do all the blocks and whatever, and you know, that's really useful. Now, one thing we have found is that if people are also punching people and their arms getting blocked, they're also getting bruised on the inside of their arm. Really simple, you can just turn the thing around, you know, and then you can whack people and still have a bit of padding, and then when it's your turn to block, you turn the thing around and you do a bit of blocking. Really good top tip, and it seems to be in recent years that that's become very popular for all the self-defense styles. Now, one of those other styles that's been around a long time, judo, they definitely tend to go for the knees and the elbow pads. Now, this isn't really part of their kit necessarily. Judo guys tend to just wear a gi and that's kind of it. But a lot of people, especially people starting out that haven't got used to sort of the conditioning needed for judo, they haven't got their break falls down properly, you know, they're landing on their elbows badly, you get horrendous bruising that can really put you off training. So having a nice elbow pad just to soften the blows just a little bit, just while you're sort of building up that conditioning, maybe sort of 6 months or so, really helps with that. Also, spend a lot of time on your knees. If you're doing a lot of groundwork and stuff, people can really struggle with knee pain. So again, knees are really useful. It's just that little bit of protection just to help sort of keep you training while your body gets used to the punishment you're putting it under. Now, the groin guards, obviously very obvious what it's needed for. We do get a lot of people in the shop that come in and say, I don't need one of them, you know, and we say, yeah, no worries, just wait till you get kicked and you'll be straight back in and getting one, and that pretty much always proves true. You know, it's definitely worth having one. These kind of jockstrap style groin guards are really good. You slip them under your pants, under your clothing, whatever, and it's got a removable cup, so you can just take the cup out, so you can put that on while you're getting changed before class, and then when sparring happens you can just stick the cup in, and you know, nice and protected. Definitely well worth getting one of these. There's no point messing about not having one. It's just too painful if you don't have one in. Now, these actually go outside the norm. Obviously very good for all the traditional styles that have been around a long time. You know, everybody needs one of these if you're doing sparring, but a lot of BJJ guys have been getting these because they're really small. You don't want anything too bulky like the big boxing ones. You just can't grapple in that stuff. So really good for the BJJ guys as well. Very popular, and again, nice and cheap, so you don't have to spend out loads of money on training kit. Also, you know, these are a kind of one-time impact cup, like they will split, but like a crash helmet. So, you know, it's if you are going full contacts and someone kicks you in the nuts, you know, you're going to have to get a new cup. However, BJJ doesn't have that kind of impact, so as long as you keep it nice and clean, nice and well looked after, there's no reason why you need to buy another one. As part of this kit, there's also the Elasticated Shins, again just a sock with a pad in it, as all of it is. Now these don't really fit into any sort of martial art as it were. This is just a simple cheap option for people. You know, you do the kickboxing shins and, you know, Thai boxing shins and whatever, so if people do want the Thai boxing shins as well, you know, you've got the ones with the shin in instep. Like Sandy produced one of these, it's about 3 times the money. It's pretty much the same as this. Is slightly better quality, but of course, as it should be. But you know, people can get these for Thai boxing. We don't really recommend it, but a lot of people wanting to sort of make their kickboxing kit cheap can replace the standard shins with these, and you just slip them under your trousers and no one will really notice. It will protect you to a point, you know, again, it takes the edge off. It won't be anywhere near as good a protection as the better quality and sadly more expensive stuff. But, you know, if you are looking of how you can make your kickboxing kit as cheap as possible, definitely the Elasticated Shins are a popular choice for that. It's also worth noting that all of this does come in different sizes. Sometimes it's small, medium and large. Sometimes it's senior and junior. So just check out the sizing. It's pretty easy to work out what you'd need. You know, they're fairly broad sizes. Most people know what they're going to be. If you're not sure, just give us a call or drop a comment down below and we'll do our absolute best to help you in any way that we can. So I have mentioned a little bit that Enso Martial Arts, we do stock other things other than elasticated kit. So as well as that, we also do full range of dip foam for kickboxing, taekwondo, karate alike, heads, gloves, shins and boots. We also do a full range of WT taekwondo sparring kit, gloves, forearms, chest guards, heads, shins and boots, and the top end for semi-contact sparring, top 10. So that's kind of all there is to say on the elasticated kit. Pretty simple product, you know, not much to say. I hope the video's been useful. As promised right at the beginning of this video, it was a short montage of people sparring in martial arts. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the elasticated pads we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. If you like this video, click the little icon down below, subscribe to this channel, get all the latest videos on all of the products we have here for sale at Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!